It's time now for the Peter Chill 3 o'clock news on this Wednesday afternoon, September 2nd, 2015. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. Your 3 o'clock news at 9 0. Talk at 3 o'clock on this Wednesday afternoon here is. In Washington, worth, Texas Senator Ted Cruz tried his best Tony Montana impersonation this week in an effort to illustrate his staunch rejection of an Iran nuclear deal. In Chicago, hundreds of police on Wednesday widened the search for three suspects in a fatal shooting of a 30-year police veteran in northern Illinois amid the closure of local schools and preparations for a vigil for the slain officer. Kentucky clerk denies same-sex marriage licenses to define court. A Baltimore judge denied by a bid of 6 police officers charged in death of Freddie Gray to have their case dismissed with rejecting allegations of misconduct against Baltimore's top prosecutor. Another batch of refugees arrives in Munich with almost every train that pulls into the station. Tired, hungry, and weak from the heat, they speak a harrowing journey and the joys of finally making it to Germany. President Obama hiked up the exit glacier in Alaska's Kenai Mountains on Tuesday to highlight the dangers of global warming. In Baghdad, in the early morning darkness on Wednesday, masked gunmen in the military uniforms rolled up in more than a dozen black sport utility vehicles to a construction site on the edge of Baghdad, subdued by the guards and around 17 Turkish workers. 11 migrants thought to be the Syrian refugees were feared to have drowned off the coast of the Greek island of Kos on Wednesday after the boats carrying them sank. The CIA and U.S. Special Operations Forces have launched a secret campaign to hunt terrorism suspects in Syria as part of a targeted killing program that is run separately from the broader U.S. military offensive against ISIS. 8 people died in an apartment fire early Wednesday at the foot of Paris' famed Montmartre Hill, believed to be the deadliest blaze in the city in a decade. In Chicago, the killing of a veteran police officer in northwest of Chicago is the latest in a string of recent law enforcement deaths. In Raleigh, North Carolina, 2 North Carolina brothers were awarded $750,000 each in compensation Wednesday for 3 decades that they were wrongfully imprisoned in the killing of an 11-year-old girl. More than a month before James Holmes' rampage on a Colorado movie theater, the head of his neuroscience graduate program called a campus police officer with alarming information. Holmes had told us that he went and killed people. Washington, Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton will launch a $10 billion initiative to tackle drug and alcohol addiction, a problem she speaks of often at the campaign trail and which affects 23 million Americans. The U.S. economy grew a bit more slowly from early July to mid-August as the consumer spending accelerated, but a strong dollar continued to weigh on manufacturers, the Federal Reserve said in a report Wednesday. New York Global Stock Index rose on Wednesday, drawing support from reports of workers' measures in China and invigorate the country's battered markets, while oil recovered from earlier losses of trade near flat. Washington, U.S. worker productivity grew much more than initially thought to be the second quarter, reflecting a bounce back in economic activity following a slow start to 2015. New York, Puerto Rico's electric power utility PREPA has agreed with a bondholder group to reduce its $9 billion debt, a significant step. Here's the latest stock market report. The Dow, 16,257.95, up 109.60 points. S&P 500, 1937.51, up 23.66 points. Nasdaq, 4,712.79, up 76.68 points. There. 3 trillion. That's the staggering number of trees on Earth, according to new tally that scientists look at it. The fossilized remains on a new species of ancient river dolphin that lived at least 5.8 million years ago have been found in Panama, and the discovery could shed light on the evolutionary history of these freshwater mammals. Researchers at Yale and the University of Iowa have discovered a fossil of Earth's oldest aquatic predator, a human-sized giant sea scorpion. In a long-term study of older men diagnosed with low-risk prostate cancer followed with active surveillance, less than a third of the cases eventually needed treatment, according to a new study. A drug designed to prevent people who are at risk of HIV from being infected has shown promise. A new real-world study found that those who took the drug stayed HIV-free. Poliovirus has returned to Europe after a 5-year reprieve, paralyzing a 4-year-old and 11-year-old in Ukraine, the World Health Organization said on Wednesday. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has sent warning letters to 5 pure powdered caffeine distributors arguing that products are dangerous. All right. Take a look at New England Insular's here at 3:05. A Mills, Massachusetts police cruiser was shot at least twice and caught fire today on First Avenue, according to police radio reports. And now look at the sports here at 3:05. The Boston Red Sox are an hour away from squaring off against the New York Yankees at Fenway Park at 4:05 p.m. here. All right, the latest on the baseball scores this afternoon here. Top of the second, Cincinnati Reds leading the Chicago Cubs 2-0 in here, and the Miami Marlins are leading the Atlanta Braves 7-3 in the bottom of the 8th. Dallas Cowboys should look to sign running back Fred Jackson immediately. New York, no one can explain what goes on inside Nick Kyrgios said these days, but the outside of the show under himself. Tuesday night, the most rival men intense walked up offer Ash Stadium and clapped back. Job Wilson with a Pirate School tee. In New York, Sony Pictures insists that the Will Smith film Concussion was not suffered to placate NFL, as emails leaked by last year's hack of Sony Pictures Entertainment revealed executives, lawyers, and filmmakers making edits to the film. Former NFL running back Lawrence Phillips has been charged with murder and the death of his cellmate at a Central California prison. Peter Cello News Time, 3:06, and it is time now for a Trevor Report here on this Wednesday afternoon here. And let's see how it out in Rhode Island visit today. We're Route 4 in the both ends. So for the North Kingstown stretch, Jamestown and Newport bridges are looking good. Typical Mount Hope Bridge on the southbound side, slow northbound side is looking good. Here on the Mount Hope Bridge in Bristol here. 95 on the northbound side, so for Route 10 and Crystal all the way to downtown Providence here. 95 on the southbound side, so from Pawtucket all the way to downtown Providence here. Both ends of Route 146 slow before Route 495, Route 95 in Providence here. Bourne Bridge and the San Juan bridges are looking good. Route 20 in the northbound side, a little slow before the Bourne Rotary here. 120 in the southbound side, so for Route 24 in Randolph all the way to the Braintree split. Route 3 in the southbound side, so for the Braintree split, all the way up to Derby Street in Hingham here. That's going to get an accident on 120 in the southbound side around Route 37, so expect delays here. 120 on the southbound side is so from Waltham all the way up to before Route 9 in Newton here. Southeast Expressway on the southbound side is so from Mass Park all the way to the Braintree split. Southeast Expressway on the northbound side is so from the Fairness Park and Quincy all the way out to the Mass Pike. Tippendale to both ends slow. 93 on the southbound side, so from Somerville down to the Zakin Bridge. 93 on the northbound side, so from the Zakin Bridge to Medford here. Mass Pike on the westbound side, so from Logan Airport all the way out to Southeast Expressway in Boston here. Route 2 on the eastbound side, so after Route 16 in Belmont all the way out to Fresh Pond in Cambridge here. 120 in the southbound side, so for the Burlington stretch. 120 in the northbound side, so for 28 all the way out to Route 3 in Lexington and Burlington area here. Out in Worcester, 122 in the southbound side, so between 290 and the Mass Pike. 393 and 95, looking good from 120 to the New Hampshire border, except for a few road work. From Route 110 to Route 213 Methuen on Interstate 93 on the northbound side here. Up in New Hampshire, Everett Turnpike on the southbound side, so for the Manchester, New Hampshire stretch here. 101 in the eastbound side is so for the Exeter stretch here. Do some road work here. And the main turnpike is looking from York all the way up to the Garden via Portland here, except for a few slow spots on the main turnpike after Route 202 in New Gloucester here. Okay, let's take a look at MBTA alerts here. Ferries are looking good. Subway system here. It's looking good. And on the Kabir Rail, Freeman Western Line train 519, 1:35 p.m. from substation delayed today due to speed restrictions, 15 to 25 minutes. Freeman Western Line train 517, 1:05 p.m. from substation delayed today due to speed restrictions, heat 20 to 30 minutes. Freeman Western Line train 522, 1:50 p.m. from Worcester delayed today approximately 34 minutes due to heat restrictions here. And Freeman Western Line, please be advised that heat restrictions are in effect. All trains may be operated 15 to 40 minutes late. Peter Cello News Time, 3:09. Time now for a weather report here, and our 7-day forecast goes like this. For the rest of the afternoon, sunny skies, high about 90 degrees, southwest at about 8 miles an hour. Here, tonight, pitch fog after 5 a.m. west. Mostly coast guard about 63 degrees, and south at about 6 miles coming in the evening here. Thursday, chance showers and thunderstorms. May after 2 p.m. pitch fog before 8 p.m. west. Most skies, high about 87 degrees. And Calm may become northeast wind 5 miles per hour in the afternoon. Precipitation 30%. New rainfall possible. Then a 10-minute check time on possible thunderstorms here. Thursday, chance of showers and thunderstorms maybe before 8 p.m. Pitch fog after midnight. Otherwise, most of Costco, low at 64 degrees and calm may become northeast wind 5 miles per hour after midnight. Here, precipitation 30%. No personal amounts less than 10-minute check time on possible thunderstorms here. Friday, most skies have about 73 degrees. Northeast about 9 miles with gust size 23 miles an hour here. Friday night, most skies about 52 degrees. Saturday, sunny most skies about 78 about 54 degrees. Sunday, sunny most skies about 84 about 60 degrees. Labor Day, sunny most skies about 88 about 65 degrees. And for Tuesday, sunny skies about 88 degrees here. Our northern temperature at 3:10 p.m. standing at 87 degrees. Humidity 51%, and its first skies at a humid heat index 90 degrees, and that is going to be it for the Peter Channel 3 o'clock news on September 2nd, 2015 on a Wednesday afternoon going into Wednesday evening. I'm previously have a good evening with goodbyes to the studio for a late night sign up report at 11 o'clock. Have a good evening and go Wheaton Lions!